This is a continuation doon sa tax administration. In this section, we are focusing on the tax enforcement and collection. Now, we will know here kung ano yung government bodies responsible for administering and collection of taxes at saka yung mga power nila delegated by the BIR, revenue, by the BIR and its commissioner. Unang-una, agencies involved in tax administration. Okay, so ito yung BIR, and sila yung bahala sa internal revenue taxes. So, yung mga national government taxes, sila yung income tax, VAT, excise taxes. Ano pa? Yung doc stamp, that's part of the, yung RPT, it's not part of them, yung mga local. So, tandaan nyo yung community taxes, saka yung RPT, they're not part of the national taxes. Agents, ito yung of the BIR, pwede yung custom. Kasi doon sa custom, mayroong ikokolekta na VAT at saka excise tax doon sa importation and exportation. So therefore, nagiging agent nila yung custom. So yung custom, i-remit nila doon sa account ng BIR. Head of Appropriate Government Office. So ito naman, yung mga offices, pwede lang gawing collecting agencies. Doon yun sa mga malalayo, yung mga probinsya, pwede lang gawin doon. Yung bangko, pwede din nila. Remember, if magbayad tayo ng tax, hindi na mismo sa RDO mismo, kundi doon sa bangko. So, sa account nila. Recently, we have yung mga online. Kasali na dito yung mga online payments. So, that is directly coming from the bank online. Okay, yung Bureau of Customs, they're responsible for the custom law enforcement, export, import. So, customs duties, tariffs, yun kinokolekta nila. Please be noted or remember this one na yung BOC natin or Bureau of Customs, they are part of the Finance Department. Kasi nagre-raise din sila ng revenue or ng funds para sa gobyerno. Katatlo is yung provincial municipalities. Sila yung nagkokolekta ng local taxes at saka real property taxes. O yun, sa kanila. Yung community tax, kanila din yon, yung sidula. Okay? Okay, sidula yan. Now, here is the organizational function of the BIR. So, the BIR is under the, as I said, Department of Finance. Composition ng BIR, ito yon. Mayroon tayong isang commissioner at mayroong 6 na deputy commissioners. Then, regional directors, so marami yan. At saka, revenue district officers. Then, last is revenue officers. Yung mga auditors, yung mga examiners, nandun yon. Kasama yon sa mga revenue officers. Sa yung mga regional employees also, nandun din yung mga revenue officers. They have different functions na hinahandle. Powers and duties of the BIR, we have assessment and collection, we have enforcement, we have execution, and the administration. Here, we will discuss this further in detail in your tax remedies. Nandun yun. Yung enforcement naman, enforcing penalties, forfeitures, nandun din yun sa tax remedies. Yung execution ng part din yun sa tax remedies, makikita natin dito, when are you allowed to elevate your tax case doon sa CTA. Then, pagdating naman sa CTA, that's a different naman na scenario that is under na sa judicial court na. So, we cannot discuss that in detail in any of the topics that we have here in taxation. Administration, giving effect to administrative, supervisory, police powers, yung mga ganon. So, lahat ng ginagawa ng BIR is administration yan. Assessment, we will not discuss this assessment in here. That is under the remedies. We'll discuss that para hindi tayo maging redundant. Basta yun po yung written notice po na demanding for payment, na ito na yung final judgment nila, decision. After exhausting all the hearings, notices, and responses by the taxpayer, you receive the notice as a taxpayer, you respond to their notice within the time frame that they are giving. Power and duties of the BIR. Okay, tandaan natin ito kasi lumalabas din ito doon sa mga questions. Tandaan natin, power to interpret tax law. Ayun, decide tax case. Kasi nga, quasi-judicial sila. But again, tandaan natin yung kanilang mga rulings na yan ay hindi po magiging part ng batas. But meanwhile, they are considered as to be followed kasi as long as they are not reversed by the higher courts or by the judicial courts. But again, they're not becoming a part of the law of the land. Okay. Ito namang power to obtain information. So ito na yung mga halimbawa, magsasubmit sila ng they're sending to you LOA, that is an authorization to examine your book, and there's a request inside that na kukunin nila yung mga data, libro mo, papel mo, record mo, ganun. Then you have to submit. Then, yon information obtained. So lahat na pwede nang gawin doon to serve the purpose of that LOA. Then, after that, magkakaroon ng assessment. Yon. It will be discussed also in your tax remedies. Yon. Then, mayroong mga magkano yung babayaran mo. Bibigyan ka muna ng NOD, yung mga NOD na ganon. Then, bibigyan ka ng 30 days to reply. Then, if nag-agree kayo, then settle na. Pero kung hindi nag-agree, mag-issue sila ng PAN, yung Preliminary Assessment Notice. Pero sa region na to ang mag-issue dito. Ibig sabihin, pag hindi ka na-settle sa RDO level, yung kaso mo ay dadalhin doon sa region. Then yung region mag-issue ng PAN. Bibigyan ka ng 15 days para mag-reply kung ano yung explanation mo bakit you're disagreeing with the findings na ginawa ng BIR. Pagdating doon, mag-issue ng PAN. Kung hindi ka pa rin, kung halimbawa nag-reply ka, or kung hindi ka nag-reply, that is considered as wala kang kung hindi ka nag-reply, that is considered as parang denied yung appeal mo, or wala ka nag-appeal or denied yung appeal mo. Kaya mag-issue sila ng FAN. Then you are giving 30 days to reply. So depende yan kung reinvestigation or reconsideration, kasi pag reinvestigation yan, bibigyan ka pa ng 60 days para doon mag-submit ng mga evidences. But again, the details of this one will be discussed under the tax remedies. I will not give you the detail of this one kasi medyo mahaba yan. Meron pa yung mga ibang discussion. Very important. Okay, so yun yung gagawin nila. So, tax determination, terminate taxable period kung may mga sa tingin nila na need ka na mag-terminate kasi it might be that nagtatago ka or you're leaving the country. So, they're going to terminate your taxable period. Ibig sabihin na hindi na nila pwedeng hihintayin yung December 31 na matapos kasi nga, they have to collect your tax kasi baka tatakbo ka. So, they will terminate the taxable period and issue an event to pay the tax that you owe to the BIR. Prescribe real property tax. So, yun. May mga zonal values yun na pinapublish yung BIR. Kasi itong mga zonal values na to are used in order to compute yung mga non-monetized or non-monetary na mga transactions or monetary transactions, pero they are comparing that to whichever is higher. Example, if you're computing the capital gains tax na 6%, they're referring to whichever is higher, the selling price, the zonal value, or the fair market value. Fair market value is with reference to kung ano yung sa assessor's office na nakalagay doon. And zonal value refers to doon sa nakapublish ng BIR. Then yung selling price. So whichever is the highest of the three, then doon i-apply yung 6%. Authority to inquire in bank deposits. Yan. Kung halimbawa, if you're asking for what? Like compromise and your justification is, or your ground is financial incapacity, then you have to justify na financially incapacitated ka talaga. Otherwise, kung hindi mo mapakita, kailangan mo i-demonstrate. So, part of that demonstration is you have to show your bank account. Ang isa din dito na kailangan nila yung bank ng inquire to bank deposits. Pag halimbawa, yung subject natin na tax is gross estate. So, dito kasi they need to know how much is the bank, ano yung laman ng bangko. Then, that's the time that they can impose tax. Kasi pag hindi nila malaman kung magkano yung final estate tax na babayaran ng estate ng decedent, yung namatay. So, ganun yon. So, lahat yon pwede lang gawin. Authority to delegate, yung kung sino ma-assign dito. So, sa commissioner yan in general. Pwede niyang sa the powers vested in him to subordinate official with rank equivalent to division chief higher. Okay. Yun pwedeng mag-delegate. So, the lowest is division chief, higher, yun. Pwede sila. Dito naman sa yung exceptions for non-delegable powers, the following key powers cannot be delegated, must be personally exercised by the CIR. Okay. Again, yung kanina is, since we are mentioning the powers that can be delegated to division chief and higher of that, ito yung hindi pwede ma-delegate. Exception ito doon sa delegation. Yung rules and regulations, hindi sila pwede. Kasi Secretary of Finance yan. Yung reverse, revoke the existing BIR rule, hindi din pwede. Compromise or abatement, hindi din pwede. Or any tax. Kasi mayroon yan, depende yon sa amount involved. Like 500,000 and below sa regional director. Regional board, evaluation board, pag 1 million and below, higher than 500, yun, regional director, and more than 500, that would be more than 1 million, that would be doon sa national level, commissioner at saka yung mga deputy commissioners or the National Evaluation Board. Sila yung nagko-compose dyan doon pagdating sa compromise. Power to align and reassign internal revenues established by articles subject to excise tax. Ito, hindi ito pwede. Yung ibang assignments ng mga revenue officers, pwede yun i-delegate. Pero except lang dito sa mga establishments na mayroong mga excise taxes. I don't know what's the intention, but ganon, siguro, I'm not sure, because these excise taxes may be very sensitive. So, only the commissioner is the one who can do this power to reassign with the involvement of articles subject to excise taxes. Other powers of the administrative, duty to ensure provision, distribution of forms of receipt, authority to administer oaths, make arrest, yun, pwede yun gawin nila, and employ, assign, or assign revenue officers. So that's it. Okay, so that's all for now in this video.